Hello again, Craggy here, with another LEGO DC Superheroes review. I just did the Green Lantern set, which I really love. But this was another one that, when I started looking at them, I was like, yeah, I really have to get that. Even though there was one big thing in it that I didn't want, and I didn't think looked any good, and I haven't been all that surprised by actually getting it and finding it. It was a fun build, but it's not really what I wanted. This set is called Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas. That's Gorilla Grodd, and there are bananas involved. He's a big fig, so really poor posability. He moves his arms and his wrists swivel, but nice and chunky, very cool print on him, and yeah, it's a nice enough gorilla. He can pick up another figure if you put their legs in there, and he can swing them about. Do that with Flash, who's one of the other figures that comes in this set. And Flash is pretty basic. He's mostly red. He's got a little print on the front and on the back. He does have two faces. He has smiley face and worried face. Smiley face, that's worried face, and smiley face. And he also has ginger eyebrows, which makes him Wally West, the best Flash. The helmet's a little bit rubbery. Um, I don't really like that, but I do like the helmet. I like that you get the earpieces, and yeah, he just looks pretty cool. Like this, I wish they had a Captain America that came with a helmet that you could take off. You, you get Iron Man that you can take his face off, but you don't get Captain America. I'm a little bit disappointed, but it makes sense that you'd only get like when you take the head off, you only get the mask. You don't get a completely unmasked face, which I suppose is fair enough. Um, you also get in this set a little Batman. Where is he? There he is. A Batman. Now he's just pretty much a normal Batman. He doesn't have pants. He just has plain grey trousers. Um, but other than that, yeah, he's okay. One thing about this Batman, he's really tanned. I'm not sure if it's just because he's painted on like a black piece, but he's quite tanned. He's got a worried face. You can't see that well. No, you're not going to be able to see that. He's got a worried face and he's got a just a normal frowny face. I mean, I suppose you could swap out the faces from other sets if you wanted to. But yeah, he's really tanned compared to all the other Lego minifigures that I've got, which is weird because he's always out at night. He should be the least tanned. Um, he's got his cloth cape, and then he does have the print on the back. His little utility belt and all that, and it's pretty nice. If he'd had like a black centerpiece, that would be fine. But you could swap that if you needed to. It's not like Batman's never been drawn with trousers, just instead of the underwear over the top. You also get another villain, Captain Cold, who is really awesome. I've always kind of liked Captain Cold, but since they started turning him into the Flash TV show, he's amazing. I'm really a big fan of Captain Cold now, and he's got a little build for the cold gun. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's cool that you get this bit, but it's a bit too unwieldy. Uh, just the nature of Lego building weapons, yeah, it always ends up looking a bit big. He does, I think, yes, he does have two faces. He has this face, and then he has this face. Now this one's a little bit more frowny, and this one's a little bit more smiley. And yeah, it's a relatively decent print on him. It makes it look like it is a big parka, rather than just a top with a weird pattern on it. And that's not the last figure you get in this set. You also get this little man, who is from the Banana Co. Now he doesn't have a different head or different face. He just has normal face. A normal, scared face. But that's really cool. You get a civilian. The reason you get him is because Grodd is going bananas, and you get a little banana truck, banana coal truck, which is pretty cool. Not a lot to it. It's a little uh, three-wheel sort of design. It's got the opening doors with stickers on them for the banana coal. This is a sticker as well. There's a sticker for the back the back number plate as well. And as you see, moving about in there, it comes with a little box of bananas. 4 bananas. Two. You can actually peg 2 of them inside, and that sort of holds them, makes them jump about a little bit less. There's a gimmick to this. You're supposed to be able to come in with Grodd if you're playing and smash it, and this bit bends, and this bit pops off, and the guy's truck's wrecked. The Grodd doesn't like bananas sometimes, but yeah, he's still going bananas, so fair enough. And well, not. I'll get to the thing in the set now that I didn't like the look of. Oh, just shot myself with a missile. It is. Yes, I'll get you in a minute. The thing that I don't like in the set is a Batman mech. It's just, it looks okay, I suppose. You've got the wings that you can move however you want. It's very posable. I mean, this is only on a ball joint up here, but this one's got a ball joint here, and a little ball joint here, and you can move the fingers and the thumb, so you can even give it a big thumbs up. So I mean, that's nice. You can move these armor panels at the top just a tiny little bit up or down. There's no waist swivel, but you do get in and out, forward and back at the thighs and down there, and he has an ankle tilt. So it's nice and posable. You can stand it up in some interesting poses. You've got little flaps and stuff here on the sides that move around. Is little guns at the front, but these panels can all sort of move as well. You know, there's a lot going on, and it's a fun build. There's interesting bits to the build, but it's a bit shit, really. I don't like the look of it. The end result. Keep thinking that these knees should move, but they don't have any knees in there. And I suppose you could probably do some fairly nice custom work with it. Batman sits in the top now. He's supposed to sit in the top with a super jumper. I don't really like putting them on the super jumpers because they're sometimes a bit tricky to get off. And he doesn't really need to. I mean, you can see over the top anyway, and like there's a little sticker inside of a control panel looking thing, so he doesn't really need to be able to see over the top anyway. There's a little panel at the back that folds up that can hold him in as well. It does it more with a super jumper. You don't really need it with just the normal figure because you can plug him into the studs. There is 2 stud shooters on the front of the arm, and then if you do this, he shoots a net out, which is obviously going to like capture a person. Getting a text message or something. Okay. But the net's just a pain in the arse to put back in, and it's not even that cool of a gimmick. Like I never liked this sort of gimmick when I was little, like firing nets and stuff. Give me a spinny thing, or even just a normal missile, or something like that. A claw, that's always cool, but shooting a net out, it is a bit rubbish because it doesn't ever work. Like if you're playing with your figures and you're trying to shoot a net and go over a guy, this is not too bad if you were maybe trying to capture not Mr. Freeze, Captain Cold, because he's, he's little enough that it might hit him at least and look like it could do something. It might get tangled on his gun. You might be lucky enough to get something like that happen. It's just going to slide off a Grodd if it even gets to him. So yeah, not so great. Uh, Last figure is Wonder Woman, who's in her new 52 outfit, I think, which is really quite cool. I didn't like it in comics, but I like it in Lego. It looks pretty nice like that. And she's got a little sword. She actually came with two swords. I assume one was an extra, but it is Wonder Woman, so she might just be rocking two swords. Um, she does have an alternate face. She has normal face, and she has angry face. That's a really cool one. But the cooler bit is her invisible jet. That's so nice, because like it is built up with solid bricks at the bottom, but when you look at it from the top, it does just look like it's all completely see-through. Like even the missile launchers in there, you don't look at them, you don't pay attention to them. It's very nice. There's not any hidden moves or anything on here, except that cockpit opens, and you can sit someone in. Well, Wonder Woman, I suppose you can sit in. She doesn't go in all that well, in as much as securely. You kind of have to take. Like there's studs there, but she doesn't really go onto them because it's the. If you sit her down completely, she goes in, but then you can't close the cockpit all the way. Um, just sort of layer back a bit, and she just about fits in there. There's not anywhere to put the sword really, so I've just been sticking it over her shoulder there. She's got it ready. Nice blue and clear flames. They're pretty cool. And there's two missile launchers. Now these are not like the Green Lantern jet where they've got a fancy gimmick for them. You just have to kind of finagle them. And that's gone somewhere, I have no idea where. I'm going to have to hunt for that. But, lovely, lovely invisible jet. Um, you get so much for this. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures and the big fig of Grodd. And the little banana truck is pretty cool. The invisible jet's amazing. And you get some nice pieces in this that you could make into something else. If you like the look of this mech, this is a great set. Like I said, don't like the look of the mech, so it's not. It was putting me off buying the set, but just everything else about the set is so good. In the Flash, two baddies, a civilian, and like Batman and Wonder Woman. It's a easy way to get a good amount of characters. Yeah, I would recommend it if you're at all interested. Um, you can, if you can live without the mech being amazing, but are happy with it being there. Yeah, I'm going to probably modify this into either something completely different or just a better version of a mech. But all the rest of it, well worth the money. This is on sale at the moment on Amazon for like £35. The standard's 50, but for 35, I'd pick it up definitely. Thank you. Bye.